Okay, folks. So, are you ready for this? We're going deep on OpenAI's brand spanking new AI model.
Oh, yeah.
It's called O3.
Yeah.
And this thing, it's supposed to be a total game changer, especially when you think about complex reasoning,
Yeah.
We're talking like a successor to O1, that one,
Mm-hmm.
but way, way more powerful. Like it wants to go up against the big boys.
Yeah.
Google's Gemini 2.0 flash thinking model, that kind of level.
Yeah. I mean, just the name O3, it sounds powerful.
It does.
Right.
Yeah, it does. So let's unpack this thing. What makes O3 so different?
Well, one of the biggest things that really sets O3 apart is that it can handle things that used to trip up AI, like coding, for example,
Right.
math, too, and even hardcore scientific reasoning. This isn't just basic arithmetic. We're talking serious brain power here, like stuff that you'd think only a human could handle.
So what? Give me an example. What could O3 do that other AI models just couldn't?
Okay, so imagine you have this massive data set of genetic information, right? And you want to find patterns and mutations that could lead to breakthroughs in disease research, like a cure for cancer or something,
Yeah.
O3 could do that. It could sift through all that data and spot those tiny details that a human might miss. And because it can reason so well, it can make connections and draw conclusions that just weren't possible before.
Okay, wow. That is powerful stuff. And the source says O3 is 20% better at coding
Yeah.
than previous models.
Yeah.
And even beats O1 when it comes to math and science.
That's right.
So this could really revolutionize a lot of industries, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think about it. Financial analysts could use it to predict market trends with way more accuracy.
Right.
And that would lead to smarter investment decisions,
Yeah.
It's like giving them a crystal ball practically. And then there's engineering and design. O3 could help create more efficient structures and optimize complex systems. Imagine the possibilities in architecture or aerospace.
Yeah, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But with all this power comes a lot of responsibility.
Right, for sure.
I mean, safety has to be a huge concern.
It is.
The source talks about this thing called deliberative alignment. What exactly is that?
Well, it's kind of like they built a safety net right into the core of O3.
Okay.
So instead of just blindly doing what it's told, O3 is actually trained to understand the intent behind the request,
Mm-hmm.
and then it can reason about whether its response is actually appropriate.
That's fascinating. So it's like O3 has a conscience or something?
In a way, yeah. You can think of it as a built-in ethical compass
Right.
guiding O3 toward, good outcomes.
So it's not just about what O3 can do, but what it should do.
You got it. That's a super important distinction.
It is. And it sounds like OpenAI is really taking that seriously.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they're acknowledging that as AI gets more powerful, we need to make sure it's aligned with our values.
Totally. Now, there's also this thing about two versions of O3,
Right.
the full model, and then there's this O3 mini. What's the deal with that?
Well, basically, it's about giving people choices, matching the model to their specific needs. So the full O3 is like the monster truck.
Uh-huh.
It can handle the really tough stuff.
Heavy lifting.
Yeah, exactly. But then there's O3 Mini, which is more of a sports car. It's streamlined, perfect for those who don't need the full power of O3 or for more, specific tasks.
So it's kind of like O3 for the everyday user then.
Yeah, you could say that, smaller organizations, researchers, individuals, they could all use O3 Mini without needing a supercomputer,
Makes sense. So more accessible.
Exactly.
Okay, but let's cut to the chase. When can we actually get our hands on this thing?
Well, hold on to your hats because O3 Mini is set to drop by the end of January 2025.
Nice.
And the full O3 will come out sometime after that. They're still doing a ton of testing,
Right.
internal and external,
Right.
making sure everything is working right. And that's super important with something this powerful.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry,
Exactly.
But it is exciting. It feels like AI is just moving so fast now.
It really is.
O3 and its reasoning abilities
Mm,
just feels like a huge leap forward.
I know, right?
So what kind of crazy new possibilities will this unlock?
Well, who knows? That's the beauty of it. The potential is limitless.
Yeah.
I mean, we could see breakthroughs in medicine, space exploration, you name it.
It's amazing. And a little bit scary too, right?
Yeah, there are definitely challenges. We need to think about the ethical implications,
Oh, absolutely.
make sure we're using this technology responsibly. But overall, it's a really exciting time to be alive.
It really is. And I think the biggest takeaway here is that we need to stay informed
Yes, definitely.
and engaged in this conversation because AI is going to keep changing the world and we need to be ready for it. So
100.
keep asking questions, keep learning,
Right.
and who knows what the future holds.
Exactly.
It's going to be wild.
Wild indeed.
All right, that's it for this deep dive. I hope you learned something new and are ready to face the future head on,
Same here.
because things are about to get really interesting.
They are.